What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Legit. Hey man, we got the post-game interviews from the Lakers game, LeBron and AD. I don't know if I should react to the winning team's point of view, but first I gotta see what LeBron gotta say, man. It's only a minute long. What you gotta say, man?
LeBron, how do you put a series like this into
Hold on, gotta turn the volume all the way up.
perspective, even this soon after it, and having it be this close, but they end up ultimately winning 4 out of 5?
First of all, you tip your hat to them. Defending champions, super great team, super well coached, and you tip your hats. I mean, they made the plays down the stretch, you know, to win this series, and you know, so you get credit where credit's due. That's for sure.
Couldn't be any closer to when you just got off the floor, but have you given any initial thoughts of what comes next this summer or for next season?
No, I just want to get home to the family, honestly. Start looking at the schedule. Obviously, I got, you know, my son. One of my boys is just trying to decide if he's gonna, you know, enter the draft or go back to school. I got another kid that's playing AU ball right now. My daughter's playing volleyball, and my wife is doing so many great things. So it's about family right now. And
Love that.
then in a couple months, I got to go to Vegas for training camp. So,
USA basketball,
rest
baby.
my body for USAB, but that's kind of the initial thoughts.
LeBron, along those lines, if and when Bronny enters the NBA at some point, if you're still in the league, how much of a goal is it for you to play alongside him on the same team?
I don't know. I haven't given much thought lately. Obviously, I've thought about it in the past, but at the end of the day, the kid has to do what he wants to do, and I don't even want to say kid no more. The young man will decide what he wants to do and how he wants his career to go. So, you know, I just think the fact that
What the? I know AD. Yeah, I know Bron had to say more. I don't know why they cut it so short, man. Why did they cut it so short, man? How's the highlights? Y'all tripping, dog. Let me. LeBron post-game interview. Game 5. 1 minute and 56. I know it was way longer than that, man. I want the full thing, dog. Man, but they put Jamal Murray full. Hold on, bro. I know who has it. Yeah, my boy Free Dawkins. All right.
What can you say about?
No, I didn't even. I don't want to hear you, Darvin, right now. I'm not gonna lie. I'm here for Bron. Here we go.
Wait, because less than one on another.
Even this soon after it, and having it be this close, but they end up
well coached, you know, to win this series.
We already heard this.
And
to when you just
no, I just want to get home to the football. Months I got.
LeBron, along those lines, if and when Bronny enters the NBA at some point, if you're still in the league, how much of a goal?
Kid, that's, you know.
We'll get back to the
That's all. So supposedly, there was a part I missed. They cut the interview on House of Highlights, so I had to go on a different channel. But there's more questions they asked LeBron. Let's see.
Maybe a thought on how taxing it is to remain a professional basketball player at this level in year 21, age 39 years old.
I don't have an answer to your first question, to be honest. Haven't given it much thought. Obviously, at some point, I'll sit down with Rich, my agent, and sit down with my family and, you know, see what's best, you know, what's best for my career. So, you know, we'll cross that when we need to. How taxing is very taxing, mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. I mean, to be able to, you know, to just play this game alone, and then to, you know, to try to play at a high level is very taxing. It's a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work, and a lot of long hours. So, you know, it's very taxing, but, you know, it's rewarding because if you love the game and you love the process and you love being great, then you don't mind. You don't mind taking the tax on your body and your mental and your psyche and things of that nature that comes with it. So it's okay.
LeBron, with the way you guys finished the regular season and competing with the defending champions, the way that you guys did, does that give you or still any further confidence in this group if it stays together? Obviously, that includes you, but just this group as a whole.
No.
What?
Because we lost. I'm not a participation guy.
Damn.
we lost, and you move on and see how you can get better. But our season has been derailed all season with just like injuries and guys in and out, and I talked about it all year. He was around it all year. I said I don't. It's hard to say who we are, what we can be, because we have yet to be whole. I think we was only probably whole maybe 1 or 2 times this year, and I know one of them was during the in-season tournament. We got whole, and we showed what he's capable of doing.
True.
But we was just hit with injuries after injuries after injuries, and it was just hard to it's hard to come back from that.
Last question, Dylan.
Tonight, was there any thought at all that this could have been your last game with the Lakers?
I'm not going to answer that.
No.
Appreciate it.
Come back to Cleveland, my king. Come back to Cleveland.
What was that like for you, coming through, but then watching Denver also converting, and just the back and forth of that mentally?
I just thought it was high-level basketball, and at the end of the day, they got the last shot to win it. Jamal hit a tough fadeaway over me, and yeah, it's tough. It's tough to think about right now. Obviously frustrated, but it was a lot of high-level basketball there towards the end, and pretty much this whole series.
I'm sure it's tough to answer a bigger picture question, but did you learn anything about the composition of this team? Really going back to the Western Conference Finals last year, now this series, makes some progress, but they still win 4-1. As you can think about going forward as a Laker.
Like just into stuff that we need to do better, or like.
Take it, yeah, just however you want to take it. You as an individual, you as a team, moving forward.
Personally, in this moment, I'm frustrated with myself, not really playing well the first couple games, and even into that game 3. I wasn't good enough. I hold myself to a high standard because I believe in myself, and those first couple games I didn't do what I needed to do to help us, win one of those 2 or 2 of those 3. And yeah, I'll think about that all summer and train to be better and try to come back and, like I said, be better next year.
Austin, I guess you and AD are 2 of the more significant players to be under contract. We know moving forward, and there's some options ahead for LeBron and D'Lo in particular as some of the more impactful players. Have you guys had any discussions about, even not necessarily post-game today, but about what the future of this team looks like and wanting to stay together and just kind of how do you view this group moving forward?
For me, I just really enjoy being around these guys. You could go down the list, and everybody on our team is a joy to be around. I've spoken about it a billion times about my relationship with D'Lo off the court. We golf a lot together, and then obviously Bron and AD as well. They're I consider them my friends. So as long as I can play alongside one of them, if there's anything I can do to help that be possible, that's what I'll do, because I believe in what we have, and I believe that with another summer of getting better, and then preseason we could make some noise.
I don't know if they're gonna run it back, man. Might be the ending. Might be the ending for this goddamn squad. Max Christie got an interview and this nigga didn't even play. Okay, this man Darvin 2 post games, bro. I'm so lost on what to react to because there's so many different post games. I just don't know how to feel, man. It's all over. Damn.
Tall guy, and it's a ball do this clip.
Try to.
What you gotta say, D-Lo?
Angelo, how do you Try to put the disappointment of losing games like this and ultimately a series like this to a team second straight year when maybe the gap was closer in any of the games. How do you handle that as a player when you enter an off season, and what's the kind of frustration versus just how you're going to feel usually?
I mean, you deal with it now, and then tomorrow it's over. So for me,
Tomorrow it's over. That's it.
I left it all on the table every game.
2 for
Shots
10.
fall, no shots, whatever. I didn't half-ass it, so I can live with that.
Have you given any initial thought to what's going to come next and kind of your time with the Lakers since the trade happened last year, going into your option for next year?
No.
He just said no.
D'Angelo, this series, it was 4-1.
Might be going. I don't know.
Obviously, you guys
Might
had your chances in every game, and I think there was a stat that you may have led for more minutes than the Nuggets did in the entire series. What was this group able to do to reach, a higher level of playing as the season went on? And do you think it's the type of group that, if given more time, can even get even higher and be the type of team that wins a championship?
I think throughout the season we got better, even with all the injuries or whatnot that kind of set us back. Guys came alive. If it was AR, obviously Bron and AD do their thing. If it's myself, guys had spurts throughout the season that kind of gave us energy, gave us a new light, gave us some positive reinforcement, whenever we were down. So for us, I think as far as if we'll be better the longer we get together, the longer we're together next year, the year following. I think that's something you got to have a core group of guys.
Yeah, got to remember it was no Seawood, no Vando, no Cam Reddish. Would have been a whole different series if we had Vando and Cam Reddish to guard Jamal, and then Seawood help with a little bit of rebounding and space in the floor. Because we needed that rebounding bad, man.
Core coach.
Jokic was
and you
20
practice
rebounds
continuity and things like that
snagging.
from day one. I don't think that's just something you just throw a group of guys together and figure it out. So I don't know.
D'Lo, you were open about dealing with adversity at various points this season, but you obviously overcame that and had a monster second half of the year. Just looking back on the totality of everything, how do you view this season and what you feel like you proved?
Oh, hell of a year by D'Angelo.
He talking in
humbly
third
saying that
person.
through the ups and downs, through all the whatever you want to call it, never bothered me. Always kept myself sane. When I look at my phone, my family, my friends, my circle, is texting me, telling me how proud they are of me. So for me, that's all I need. I don't need anything else.
D'Lo, I know you say you haven't given much thought to the player option, but what are you do you know what you're looking for in terms of next season, in terms of situation, or just what will appeal, I guess, to D'Angelo Russell for the 2024-25 season?
I mean, I didn't say I don't think about it. I just, when I signed my contract last year, I knew what position I was going to put myself in. So to be in that position now with a little leverage, I'll try to take advantage of it.
Cool. I don't want to hear you right now, bro. Gotta see what the losers gotta say, man.
Like I could.
AD, what you gotta say, boy? That motherfucker loud, boy.
I did see it.
I guess it's like a little stinger. I just lost function. From like, my neck all the way to my hand. And then, I get back in the game and, I get hit again by KCP. It just made it a little worse. But obviously knowing the importance of the game, just try to get some feeling and stuff back in the hand and the back with my trainer, and then just try to come back out there and just help the team get a win.
What's the level of frustration or for you about a missed opportunity about kind of that happening at that point and the control that you guys seem to have on it, and then to kind of battle back and see Denver hit a couple more big shots down the stretch? How do you square all of that?
Yeah, man, it's tough. It's frustrating. we put ourselves in a position to win every game in this series. Didn't pull out some wins that we feel like we should have, but tonight, especially in the situation where I get hit in the shoulder, it's just tough.
Yeah, realistically, it really should have been 3-2 right now. Going into Game 6, that Jamal Murray game winner, bro, it hurts. It still hurts.
Just knowing, obviously I was just in a rhythm offensively, but it's an important game. You want to be out there, and I was just very limited with the shoulder. But still try to go out there and just, leave it on the floor for my team. But it's definitely frustrating. Just kind of been our thing all year. Seawood, Vando, Gabe. We're not making any excuses or anything like that. Denver's a hell of a team. Defending champs. It's just tough. Just going out like that.
AD, we're used to seeing you with LeBron in this setting. So many playoff games over the years and so many accomplishments. And really, it's hard to separate you from him in your time as a Laker. He has a big decision to make this summer. What's going to be your role in being a friend or a teammate as he goes through that process? And what do you think you guys could do together if he does, come back to the Lakers?
Yeah, he's been in this position numerous times in his career where he had to make a decision, ultimately for himself and his family. And I'll be right there supporting him, whatever he decides to do. I'm not sure. I don't know. It's still fresh. I'm pretty sure it's not even on his mind right now, but pretty sure he'll come talk to me, tell me what's going on before he, become public with the decision. He'll keep me in the loop, but obviously it's been, a great 5 seasons with him.
Yeah, it has been great. But as a member of the Bron fan club, man, we done with you, AD. Too damn injury prone. Get me in a Bam Adebayo, man, or Embiid is injury prone as well. But I need a more dominant center. Like, AD is very good. Don't get me wrong, but he just don't got that. Like, I don't know how to explain it, man. He's always hurt or like something wrong. Like, he has flashes. He has a lot of good moments where he's just elite and can't be guarded. But it's just moments like tonight when that shoulder started hurting and he left, the momentum changed, man.
To come back, obviously this isn't where we want to, be. We want to be left at, losing the first round. If he does, obviously our goal is to come back and be a championship contender. Stay healthy and give Laker Nation what they deserve. But he has a decision to make, and when that time comes, he'll inform me, inform you guys.
AD, you played a career high 76 games in the regular season. Entering tonight, you were averaging 31 and 16. Regular season career high in rebounds. Your shooting percentages were right at your career best numbers. What, if anything, do you feel like you proved or sort of reproved this season? And how much pride do you take in how many games you played in and being able in year 12 to play career best?
Yeah, man, it's all to my trainers. Did a great job with me this summer, making sure that I'm able to stay on the floor throughout the season, making sure I'm able to stay on the floor, even with little injuries, able to play through them just because of all the work that we put in through the summer and through the season. So I'll take pride in that. I'll take pride being on the floor, help my team win. I feel like I did a good job of that this year. Playing 76. But, yeah, man, it's all credit to them. Put a lot of work in the summer to be able to have my body go through, the bumps and bruises and the ups and downs of a long and enticing season and obviously going into the playoffs where it's a lot more physical and the minutes increase. So, just the hard work from the summer through the regular season, and then
just repeated himself 3 damn times.
You guys went, I believe it was 19-6 after the starting lineup, if the last starting lineup changed, close to the regular season. Obviously, you guys just battled with the defending champions, despite how the series ended. Did any of this, I guess, further instill confidence that if you guys are healthier and if you guys keep this group together, obviously that include LeBron and D'Lo, that you guys could get closer to competing for the ultimate goal that you guys strive for?
Yeah. It's all about, continuity. And like I said, a lot of our guys were, out of the lineup. Really missed games. Gabe missed a lot of games. Lando missed, a ton of games. Seawood. But, I think we found something towards the end of the season with that lineup. Obviously, some guys in the locker room who has decisions to make. But, I think the way you continue to compete for championships is kind of keeping the core. I learned that just from being in New Orleans. My time out, I don't even know how many teammates I had. And it's tough. I mean, you look at a team like Denver, Boston, Golden State, all these teams who've done, unbelievable things. Their core group has stayed together. And
that is true.
You add supporting cast around that and not make too many changes, but it's different when a lot of guys, have a lot of player options and, got to make decisions that's best for them and their family. So, we'll see what happens over the course of the summer, what guys decide to do, but just watching and just knowing from experience the way you continue to compete for championships is keeping the core group together.
Anthony, at the end of the third quarter, when you went back to, I assume, the locker room, I'm guessing that's where the trainer was working with you to kind of get the shoulder right. What exactly did he do what did they do to kind of help you get loose there?
I couldn't even put it in terms what they did is do what they did their job. I couldn't really explain it, kind of digging into my scapula and stuff like that to kind of relax the muscles and everything like that, the nerves and stuff. But I just saw, obviously, guys fighting and keeping the game close. I just wanted to go back out there, no matter what, and
respect Eddie
try to help
for
the
that.
team win.
Eddie, you talked about wanting the best for LeBron, but also keeping the core together for championships. When he makes that call to you, are you one to recruit him and try to convince him?
Absolutely. I feel like, we complement each other. We've done something special together. Good thing about it, I'm going to be with him all summer. So have a lot of conversations and things like that, but he know how I feel about him. Like I said, he's been in this game a long time, ending season 21, and he's been in this position a couple of times to make these type of decisions. And, if he kind of asks my opinion or whenever we talk about it, I'm obviously going to try to recruit him back. But ultimately, he's old enough where he's going to make a decision, whatever is best for him and his family, knowing that, his time is limited in this league, probably a couple more years left. So
a couple more years at his age.
goal is obviously to win. I feel like we can do that here, but ultimately it's how he feel and what he decides.
How much more time y'all think LeBron got left, man? CP and Vando, what y'all got to say? What's good with the audio, man? Vando didn't even touch the floor, but he getting interviews. What you laughing at, man? It's nothing funny, man. Nothing's funny with that.
Be laughing.
Yeah, with that weak ass jacket.
Torian, first of all, just to have a game go like this after what had happened in Game 2, how tight Games 1 and Games 3 were. How do you guys square that against the whole season and this kind of furious push that you've been on, trying to get up the standings, get into the playoffs, and to have it end like this?
Well, I mean, I think we did enough to get in the playoffs. I just think the way we lost the series hurts more so than the loss itself. I think we put ourselves in a lot of good positions, just couldn't execute when needed.
True.
I know it's immediate after the game ends for a big picture question, but how would you evaluate in your season with the Lakers, kind of like what the fit was and how that evolved as the season went on?
I'm a Swiss Army knife, so I feel like I can adapt in any situation. I just try to stay available. That's been my main thing over the past 3-4 seasons, just being available and having that ability to have my name called. And this year I played, I think, 78 games, the most I played since my year 3. So I think all the injury-prone questions and things of that sort are out the window. So it's just time to get stronger, get better, and continue to shoot the shit out of the ball.
Shoot the shit out the ball. What did you shoot for tonight, man? Hold on. He said continue to shoot the shit out of the ball. Mr. TP, you shot 0 for 3 from the 3 tonight. 0 for 5 from the field. Your only points were from free throws. So you need to learn how to continue to shoot the shit out of the ball way better, man. There's no reason that a fucking 39-year-old man should be the leading scorer, man. You gotta do it all, man.
I got 2 for both of you guys, but Vando first. I think you played 29 games. Obviously, the heel, then the foot. Just how frustrating was this season for you personally in light of the injury issues that you experienced?
It definitely was frustrating, not being available. And, it's been a long year dealing with injuries and, trying to get healthy and be there for the team. So it definitely was frustrating, especially knowing I could have contributed to some of the stuff we were lacking this year. So definitely was frustrating.
Defense, we were lacking.
Can you kind of describe, I guess, the process that it took? I know you were available tonight, didn't play, but it took the past, I think, 3 months to just get your foot to a place you felt comfortable, I guess, being available or playing on.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with foot injuries, they just take time. And I put myself in position to be prepared and give myself the best chance to, potentially play. And I think, going through attacking the full rehab process and doing everything possible that I could to, put myself on the floor. So, yeah, that was the process.
At the end of this, if you guys could both answer this, Coach said the one thing going forward next year is about staying healthy. Knowing with the way it unfolded this year, how does that happen? How do you equate to that?
I think just controlling the controllables. I'm sure if everybody could be healthy, they'd be healthy. If they wanted to be healthy, they'd be healthy. So for myself, when guys are injured or going through that process of coming back, I don't take it lightly. I show a lot of support, especially being somebody who's been in that position before. So obviously the name of the game is to be healthy, but sometimes you can't control that. So you got to deal the cards you're dealt.
True.
Torian, can you share some thoughts that you had when you saw Murray taking the shot and scoring in?
What?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great player. He came out the pick and roll. Definitely feel like we could have been in more of a help position, but at the end of the day, he made the shot, and we're going home, so it's not much to talk about now because it's not like we can fix it for next game. We just got to individually look at the tape and see what we can do better for ourselves and the teams.
Torian, I know the game just ended. Bigger picture question. Have you given much thought to your future? I know you're going to be a strict free agent this upcoming offseason.
No, I have a beautiful fiance at home, beautiful kids at home that I'm looking excited to get home to and be a dad, take my kids to school and enjoy extracurricular activities, go on some day dates with my fiance and enjoy that time. I really don't know what my future holds. Obviously, I would love to be a Laker. That's number one goal for me, but at the end of the day, I'll be wherever Allah wants me to be.
Amen.
Jared, just now that you're going into the off season, how do you feel like where your foot's at? Is there anything else that you feel like you have to get to with it, or at this point is it kind of onward and you're not something you have to concern yourself with?
Like I said, it's just a process. So just continue to attack the rehab process, and I got a full summer ahead now that I can fully lock in on getting healthy. Not only my features, everything, and just locking in on my routine and just my rehab process. So, like I said, it's going to be a process, but I got all summer to lock that in.
Oh, Jokic, what you got to say, man? Is there any other Lakers? Yeah, no, I'm not trying to listen to that goddamn long. Jokic just going to be talking my goddamn head off. Maybe I'll add that to the second part, but I'm going to end the recording right here and upload this reaction. So be right back.